And this is the person writing. There's a time bomb in the workspace or workforce, and it's ticking loudly. Last week, I interviewed 20 graduates for different roles in my company. Only 4 made it to the next stage. The rest, completely unprepared. But the most shocking moment came from a 23-year-old lady who had just completed NYSC with zero experience and zero industry knowledge, applying for a managerial position. I don't know how her CV scaled through. I am still wondering. Yes, managerial. We gave her audience, but guess what? She couldn't explain the role, had no understanding of what managing a team involves, no clue about strategy, reporting, or structure. When I gently suggested that she start from an entry-level role or maybe internship to gain experience, she got upset. She asked, why do companies employ fresh graduates? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Why don't companies employ fresh graduates as managers if they want us to have years of experience? In fact, she started advising us, and we were listening calmly. And just when I thought I'd heard it all, she demanded a starting salary of 500,000 naira and said she wouldn't accept anything less. Before you come for me about the salary, please ensure you have a legal business in Nigeria and you are paying at 500,000 naira to each employee, especially entry level. Let's be real. These days, too many young people want to skip the grind and collect the title. They want to be bosses without learning how to work. They want glory without grit. This mindset is dangerous and a ticking time bomb. And that's why I choose to end it. She wrote a lot of other things, but I end it there. So I'm asking you today, you tell me, do you think that the grow through the ranks mindset is becoming a lost concept among today's young professionals? I mean, what's the role of educational institutions? Sense of entitlement regarding answers, and how can we bridge the gap between their expectations and the realities of the professional world? And finally, what's the most valuable lesson you learned while working your way up from an entry-level position for those who did? The numbers to call are 0817 923 0002. Again, 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0003. On X at Nigeria Info PH, and remember, Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And that reminds me, how can I forget that 2 people are going to win 25,000 naira each on one play today? Only if they go on the website oneplay.ng, select Nigeria Info 92.3 PH and buy their tickets with just 500 naira and then wait. Or use the USSD code *347 *880 *6#. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is John. I'm calling from Ikoku.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you. You know, I'm within the community of people. You know why most of you men are successful? It's because they take their economic of village to town to learn their trade. You see an Igbo boy that even as far as the economy is, if they do an Igbo boy after the completion of his apprenticeship, if I send to be 3-4 million naira, give that same Igbo boy 3 years, that money will be tripled. That's because we was able to learn through the process, the rudiment of that business. But if somebody who have not learned that job, or who have not learned that work, or that as a manager, maybe the company doesn't know what they are doing. Everybody must go through the rank and file. Even in the Nigerian Army and in the civil service, there is somebody that can do management employment. But even at that, you must come with a level of experience from your respective working experience. They cannot just say, okay, we want to do management employment, and they will go and carry somebody who is a novice to that office and put that person as a manager.
All right.
So, whoever is thinking he wants to become a manager, that is why open his business and or his company and manage it if you will not run that. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, even with people that want to start their business, it's good that they go and attach themselves somewhere first, right? I mean, how do you just say because you have money, you want to become CEO? We have a lot of CEOs these days. Hi, what you doing? I am the CEO. Cents and Cents. Hope there's no real company like that, so I'm not doing free publicity for them. I am the CEO. I am the managing director. Foodilicious. I am the this, and that. They like that title. I don't know. Why is it even CEO that people like so much? I feel like we've overused that CEO. But president and finder. I'm so grateful from Facebook. Port Harcourt says, it depends on how life plays out on people, plus the knowledge the person is bringing to the industry. Someone can be in a company for years and boom, some young 26-year-old with lots of tech knowledge will become the head of the tech department. Your capacity will position you to the top. Really, I view life as a ladder. No one can climb a ladder from the highest step, but everyone climbs a ladder from the first step, from the bottom to the top. It's good to go through the rudiments of life from the bottom and the first step before getting higher. Clinton, Mr. Fresh, is calling. I'll send his message from Port Harcourt. Do you think the grow through the ranks mindset is becoming a lost concept among today's young professionals? What's the role of educational institutions and families in preparing graduates for the necessity of starting from the bottom? Now, let me bring another instance. You know the trending Nepo and Lapo baby situation? The Lapo babies are usually the broke kids, no handouts, no help from mommy, no help from daddy, no connections. The Nepo babies, on the other hand, can they relate to this growing through the ranks? Because, boom, imagine let's say I own this company, Nigeria Info. Am I expecting my child to come and start from internship position, entry level, or my child graduates and I automatically believe that there is an opening in the accounts department and I push my child to head of accounts? Meanwhile, my child has never worked anywhere before, apart from, of course, from NYC. And even with the NYC, I try to work it to my company so my child will come and serve in my company, preparing him ahead or preparing her ahead to take over a top position. And before you know it, I'm CEO and my child is COO. And before you know it, I'm writing a will. And my child, who has probably worked just 2 years, automatically gets to be in charge of my company. Does that help? Why do you think that the recent graduates have an inflated sense of entitlement regarding job titles and salaries? And how can we bridge that gap between their expectations and the realities of the professional world? Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon, my brother.
All right, Ejeku Promise from Rumoduma.
Ejeku Promise, you're welcome.
My sister, I don't know if you can remember one certain time, as it was the governor of Kaduna, Kano State, so that sacked teachers. There was a time his teachers, and based on the fact that he gave them a very simple exam, and so many of them failed. you may find your way the top, but something may still come up. Like those teachers, they never knew that one day, El-Rufai also will set a common exam like that. Maybe a primary school exam, maybe this a quantitative or verbal whatever that we do give our children. They do give them in school. So something may come up one day, my sister, and you will fall back to that places you refuse to pass through. So to me, it's always good you start from the bottom, get to the top. Every day is classroom. Whatever you learn that day is your experience. And everybody you meet that day remains your teacher. So there is every tendency that you will still fall back to it. Thank you, Ejeku Promise from Rumo.
All right. Thank you so much, Ejeku Promise from Rumo Jumaya. That entitlement. My father owns this company. Do you know who I am? Are you expecting me to be calling anybody that my father is employing, sir? The Nepo babies. And maybe the Lapo babies will be looking at their parents and like, I don't even know. They are so useless to me. Not even try for me. It don't even help me. You not even try to create small avenue for me. Let me just shine small. I have to struggle for everything. Everything I had to struggle. I had to beg. I had to sometimes work for free. I had to prove myself. Where others were doing things effortlessly, I was expected to do twice and triple times what I'm supposed to do on a regular day. Because you don't create Again, I ask, the concept of growing through the ranks. I mean, a lot of us experienced it. Do you think it is becoming a lost concept among today's young professionals? Why do you think some recent graduates have an inflated sense of entitlement? How are you 23? Just finished your NYSC and you are applying for managerial position and you are asking for 500,000 naira as the least, and you're not willing to accept anything less. And you cannot even understand some of the questions you're being asked at the interview. And you are blaming the company for not giving you youngsters a chance. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809-030-6416. Someone says, Didi, I was posted to being the director of a government department months following employment. It brought unimaginable enemies to me. Have a nice week. Eric Chooks sent that in. And this one is from Soki Fubara and it reads, imagine you have a lot of regular SSE guys working in a certain department, say marketing department, and they got lots of years of working in the company. Now, a young man who has been doing marketing on his own and probably selling similar products, if he is employed and made Oga of the department, it's still in line. Yes, he's coming as a
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
No throw it dirty for God's out.